Morning students, you are all welcome to today's online class. In the previous class I couldn't complete that last sum, so let us continue that sum. Okay, that is example 5.16. Shall we continue the class? Okay, all of you take your note and book, students. What is example 5.6 of part we have completed, isn't it? So we here two questions they asked to find out. What are they? First we have to show the line ST is parallel to QR, isn't it? That one we completed using slope concept, isn't it? One more concept they asked. We have to prove length of ST is equal to the half of the length of QR. What is that? Length of ST is equal to the half of the length of QR. Okay, how can we prove? Length means if they asked to find length, we can use the distance formula. Understood, students? We can use the distance formula. Okay, what is the distance formula? Distance D is equal to, do you remember the formula? x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Okay, shall we use the formula? First of all, we have to find the distance between ST. For that, we have to use the S point and T point. Okay, so we have, what is the S value? A plus B by 2 comma B plus D by 2. What is the T point now? A plus E by 2 comma B plus F by 2. Okay, here x1 equal to A plus E by 2, y1 equal to B plus D by 2, x2 equal to A plus E by 2, y2 is equal to B plus F by 2. What is the distance formula? D is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Shall we substitute, students? Okay, listen carefully. That is, what is x2? A plus E by 2. So, A plus E by 2 the whole square. We have x2 minus x1 the whole square. So, A plus E by 2, that is x2 minus A plus C by 2. Now, x2 minus x1 over, then there is a square. So, the whole square. Then there is plus y2 minus y1. What is the y2 value? B plus F by 2. So, B plus F by 2 minus, what is y1? B plus D by 2. B plus D by 2. The whole square. That is equal to square root of A plus E by 2. This minus is common for this both term. So let's use small bracket. Okay, here let's use small bracket. Here also small bracket use. Now this minus is common for this both term. So let's multiply with that. Here denominator is 2, is it? Both the terms are equal, so as it is can write. So the denominator is 2, numerator as it is can write, that is A plus E. With the minus, let's multiply these two terms, we get, so minus of A is minus A and minus of C is minus C. So can be write minus A minus C the whole square. Then plus is there. In the same way, this term also, denominator same. So can be write 2. Numerator first B plus F. Here also minus is common for this both the term. So multiply by minus, that is minus B minus D. The whole square. Okay. Now check it whether any terms can be cancelled or not. Is there any possibilities to cancel? Yes, isn't it? What are the values can be cancelled? plus a minus a can be cancelled. Is it? Here also plus b minus b can be cancelled. Let's write the remaining terms. That is equal to square root of here e minus c by 2 the whole square plus here f minus d by 2 the whole square. That is equal to square root of, now let's take numerator and denominator separately. Okay, so can be right, numerator can be right e minus c the whole square by denominator. The square is common for numerator as well as denominator. So 2 square we have 4 plus the same way this time also numerator and denominator let's write separately. So f minus d the whole square by 2 square is 4. That is equal to square root of, from the both term denominator values are same, take it separately means commonly take it, means 1 by 4 take it out, remaining e minus c the whole square plus f minus d the whole square. What is the value of 1 by square root of 1 by 4? We know that square root of 4 is 2, is it? In the same way square root of 1 by 4 is 1 by 2. Okay, so square root of 1 by 4 is 1 by 2 into square root of e minus c the whole square plus f minus d the whole square. Let us take half into square root of e minus c the whole square plus f minus d the whole square is equation number 1. Means what is it? This is the distance between st. So that therefore distance between st equal to half into e minus c the whole square plus f minus d the whole square. Okay, next let us find out the distance between QR. Okay, distance between QR, let's find out distance between st over, then we are going to find out the distance between QR. Okay, for that we have to use Q and R point. Is it? What is Q? Q of C comma D and R of E comma F. Here x1 equal to C, y1 is equal to D, x2 equal to E, y2 is equal to F. Okay, QR is equal to using distance formula. What is the distance formula? Square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Let us substitute. x2 is E minus x1 is C. So E minus C the whole square plus y2 minus y1, that is f minus y1 is d the whole square. Let us take it as equation number 2. Listen, from 1 and 2 what we get now? What is equation 1? Half into square root of e minus c the whole square plus f minus d the whole square. What is it? Distance between st. Is it? From the equation 2 what we are getting? Distance between QR. That is equal to square root of e minus c the whole square plus f minus d the whole square. What we have to prove? Length of st is equal to the half of the length of QR. Is it? Check it. Equation 1 and 2. From 1 and 2 we get st equal to what is st? Half into e minus c the whole square, square root of e minus c the whole square plus f minus d the whole square. What is QR? Square root of e minus c the whole square plus f minus d the whole square. So it is verified that st equal to half into QR. st equal to by 1 and 2 we got it. st equal to half into QR. Understood, students? Let's write the next question. Exercise 5.2, question number 11. Is it? What is the question number 11? if the points A of 2 comma 2, B of minus 2 comma minus 3 and C of 1 comma minus 3 and D of x comma y form a parallelogram, then find the value of x and y. Here unknown value x and y is there, so both value we have to find out. Okay, let's write the given points are A of 2 comma 2, B of minus 2 comma minus 3, C of 1 comma minus 3 and D of x comma y. Okay, so given there it is the parallelogram. Let's draw the parallelogram roughly and name it A, B, C, D and write the points. Okay, here how to do, no? We have to find out the unknown value x and y. I said for that what can we do? If you are using the concept of slope, we can get the answer easily. Okay, so what to do now? In the parallelogram, you know, opposite sides are parallel, means AB and CD are parallel, as well as BC and AD are parallel. Is it? Two lines are parallel, we know that slope must be equal. So slope of AB and CD we can equate it. Is it? As well as slope of BC and slope of AD can be equated. We get the answer. Okay, what is the slope formula? M is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Okay, shall we substitute? Let us find the slope of AB. Slope of AB. Slope of AB. For that we have to use A of, what is the A? 2 comma 2. B is minus 2 comma minus 3. First we are going to find the slope of AB. So that A of 2 comma 2 and B of minus 2 comma minus 3. So slope of AB equal to, here x1 value, x1 equal to 2 comma y1 equal to 2. x2 equal to minus 2 comma y2 is equal to minus 3. Okay, so slope is equal to y2 minus y1, that is minus 3 minus 2 divided by x2 minus x1, that is minus 2. x2 is minus 2 minus x1 also 2, which is equal to, here in the numerator both values are minus values. So what to do? Add and give the same sign, that is minus 3 minus 2 we get minus 5 divided by denominator also both the same sign, add and put the same sign, we get minus 4. Okay, up and down we have the minus sign, is it? So we can cancel that, minus minus can be cancelled, so we get 5 by 4. So slope of AB equal to, slope of AB is equal to 5 by 4. Okay, then let us find out the slope of, let us find out the, so AB, what are the opposite sides we have? AB and CD are the opposite sides, is it? So opposite sides will be parallel, so slope must be equal. So AB, after that we have to find out the slope of CD. Okay, let us find out the slope of CD. Slope of CD, for that C and D point we have to use. Is it? What is the C point? 1 comma minus 3. What is the D point? X comma y. Is it? So here x1 equal to 1, y1 is equal to minus 3, x2 is equal to x and y2 is equal to y. What is the formula? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Let us substitute. Okay, so y2 is y minus y1 is minus 3 divided by x2 is x minus x1 is 1, which can be right here, minus into minus plus. So y plus 3 by x minus 1. Okay, now so slope of AB and slope of CD must be, slope of CD equal to y plus 3 by x minus 1. We have slope of AB equal to, slope of AB equal to 5 by 4. See the diagram, see the diagram, AB parallel CD, is it? So the slope must be equal. So we can say slope of AB equal to slope of CD. Slope of AB equal to slope of CD. So slope of AB we have 5 by 4. Slope of CD we have y plus 3 by x minus 1. Let us equate it and let's give that is equation number 1. Equation number 1. Next we have to find out the slope of BC and slope of AD. Slope of BC and slope of AD. Why means these two sides are opposite sides. So this opposite sides will be parallel and the slope must be equal. So slope of BC and slope of AD we have to find out and we have to equate it. Okay. Now let's do the slope of BC. Slope of BC. For that you have to use the points B of -2, -3 and C of 1, -3. Okay, here x1 equal to -2 and y1 is equal to -3, x2 is equal to 1 and y2 is equal to -3. What is the formula? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Shall we substitute? That is equal to y2 minus y1, that is -3 minus y1 is -3 divided by x2 minus x1. x2 is 1 minus what is x1? -2, which is equal to here -3 minus into minus plus. So -3 plus 3 divided by 1 minus into minus plus, that is 1 plus 2, which is equal to here -3 plus 3 is 0 divided by 1 plus 2 3, which is equal to 0 by any value is 0. Therefore slope of BC equal to 0. Slope of BC equal to 0. Next let's find out the slope of AD. Okay, for that A of 2, 2 and D of x, y we have to use. Here x1 equal to 2, y1 is equal to 2, x2 equal to x and y2 is equal to y. Let's substitute that values in that formula. Which formula? What is the slope formula? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Okay, here y2 is y minus y1 is 2 divided by x2 minus x1, that is x minus 2. Since BC parallel AD, so slope of BC and slope of AD can be equal. Is it? See here. So BC parallel AD. So slope of BC equal to slope of AD. What is slope of BC? 0. Slope of BC 0. Slope of AD is y minus 2 by x minus 2. Let's cross multiply. We get y minus 2 is equal to 0 into x minus 2. So y minus 2 is equal to 0 into any value is 0. From here y is equal to 0 plus 2. Is it 0 plus 2? Therefore y is equal to 2. Okay, one value we got. We have to find out x and y value. Is it? Y value is 2. Is it? Y is equal to 2. So put y is equal to in. Already we have equation 1 now. In equation 1. What is equation 1? What is the equation 1? 5 by 4 is equal to y plus 3 by x minus 1. 1 implies 5 by 4 is equal to x. 5 by 4 is equal to y plus 3 by x minus 1. So we have y is equal to 2. Y is equal to 2. So 5 by 4 is equal to, in place of y, let us substitute y is equal to 2 value. So 2 plus 3 by x minus 1. So 5 by 4 is equal to 2 plus 3, 5 divided by x minus 1. Let us cross multiply. We get 5 into x minus 1 equal to 5 into 4. Let us cancel this 5 and 5. Okay, remaining we get x minus 1 equal to 4. We need x value now. So x is equal to 4. This minus 1 take this side, it become plus 1, which is equal to 5. Therefore what are the values we have? X is equal to 5, y is equal to 2. Understood students? X is equal to 5, y is equal to 2. Let's write the next question. Exercise 5.2, question number 13. Okay. What is the question? A quadrilateral has vertices at A of minus 4 minus 2, B of 5 comma minus 1, C of 6 comma 5 and D of minus 7 comma 6, so that the midpoints of its sides form a parallelogram. Okay, so that the midpoints of its sides form a parallelogram. Given vertices are A of minus 4 comma minus 2, B of 5 comma minus 1, C of 6 comma 5 and D of minus 7 comma 6, isn't it? Let's give the parallelogram. Draw the parallelogram and name it A, B, C, D and write the points and plot the midpoint of each side. Plot it and join it. You get another one diagram. Okay, we have to prove this PQRS is the parallelogram. Okay, plot the midpoint of each side and name it PQRS. We have to prove PQRS is a parallelogram. Okay, so how can we do now? It is mentioned P is the midpoint of AB, Q is the midpoint of BC, R is the midpoint of CD, S is the midpoint of AD. So by using midpoint formula, let us find out the midpoint of AB, midpoint of BC, midpoint of CD, midpoint of AD. Okay, what is the midpoint formula? Do you remember? X1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. X1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. Is it? First of all, let's find out the midpoint of AB. We get the P point. Okay, midpoint of AB, that is A of minus 4 comma minus 2 and B of 5 comma minus 1. Is it? So here x1 equal to minus 4, y1 is equal to minus 2, x2 equal to 5, y2 is equal to minus 1. So midpoint of AB equal to, shall we substitute? What is x1? X1 is minus 4 plus x2 is 5 divided by 2 comma y1 is minus 2 plus y2 is minus 1 divided by 2. Close the bracket. That is equal to minus 4 plus 5 is 1 divided by 2 comma, here both the same sign. So here minus 2 plus into minus is minus. Okay, so minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3 by 2. Minus 3 by 2. What is it? It is P. Okay, therefore P is equal to, means midpoint of AB is P. P is equal to 1 by 2 comma minus 3 by 2. Similarly, we have midpoint of BC, that is B of 5 comma minus 1, C of 6 comma 5. So x1 is 5, y1 is minus 1, x2 is 6, y2 is 5. So midpoint of BC equal to x1 plus x2, that is 5 plus 6 by 2 comma y1 plus y2, that is minus 1 plus 5 by 2. That is 5 plus 6 11 by 2 comma minus 1 plus 5 is 4 by 2. Let us divide it, we get 2. That is equal to 11 by 2 comma 2. Okay, what is it? Midpoint of BC, which is equal to, this point is known as Q point, is it? So it can be write Q is equal to 11 by 2 comma 2. Next, midpoint of CD, that is C of 6 comma 5 and D of minus 7 comma 6. Here x1 equal to 6, y1 is equal to 5. And x2 is equal to minus 7, y2 is equal to 6. So midpoint of CD, what is the midpoint formula? x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2, that is 6 plus minus 7 by 2 comma 5 plus 6 by 2. So here plus into minus minus, so 6 minus 7 by 2 comma, here 5 plus 6 is 11 by 2. 6 minus 7 is minus 1 by 2 comma 11 by 2. Therefore R is equal to minus 1 by 2 comma 11 by 2. Next, midpoint of DA, that is S point we have to find out. Okay, midpoint of DA, midpoint of DA, that is S point we are going to find out. Here midpoint of DA means D of minus 7 comma 6, A of minus 4 comma minus 2. Here x1 equal to minus 7, y1 is equal to 6, x2 is equal to minus 4, y2 is equal to minus 2. Okay, midpoint of dA is equal to, we have x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. Here x1 equal to minus 7 plus y2, sorry, x1 plus x2. x2 is minus 4 by 2 comma y1 is 6 plus y2 is minus 2 by 2. That is equal to, here plus into minus, minus. So minus 7 minus 4 by 2 comma, here also plus into minus, minus. So 6 minus 2 by 2. That is equal to, here minus 7 minus 4 means both the same sign. We have to add and put the same sign. So minus 7 minus 4 is minus 11 by 2 comma, here 6 minus 2 is 4, 4 by 2. Here 4 and 2 can be divided. We get minus 11 by 2 comma 2. Okay, so S is equal to minus 11 by 2 comma 2. Now all the vertices we have is it P of 1 by 2 comma minus 3 by 2, then Q of 11 by 2 comma 2, and R of minus 1 by 2 comma 11 by 2, and S of minus 11 by 2 comma 2, is it? So we have to say PQRS is the parallelogram. How can we say? Easily we can say using concept of slope. We know that in a parallelogram opposite sides are parallel, is it? So here in this PQRS, what are the opposite sides we have? PQ opposite to RS. So we have to find out the slope of PQ and the slope of RS, and we have to check it whether the slopes are equal or not. If the slopes are equal, we can say PQ parallel RS. Similarly, next opposite sides RQ and here PS, RQ and PS. So this also one by one we have to find out slope of RQ and slope of PS we have to find out, and after that verify that whether it is equal or not. Check it whether it is equal or not. If the slopes are equal, we can say these two opposite sides also parallel. Okay, so by that we can say if opposite sides are parallel, we can say that PQRS is the parallelogram. PQRS is the parallelogram. So then we have to do one by one slope of PQ, after that slope of RS, then slope of RQ, slope of PS. Let's do. Okay. Let's do the slope of PQ. That is P of 1 by 2 comma minus 3 by 2 and Q of 11 by 2 comma 2. What is the slope of formula? M is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Here x1 equal to 1 by 2, y1 is equal to minus 3 by 2, x2 is equal to 11 by 2, and y2 is equal to 2. Okay, slope of PQ is equal to y2 minus y1. That is 2 minus 3 by 2 divided by x2 minus x1. That is 11 by 2 minus 1 by 2, which is equal to, here minus into minus plus. So it can be right 2 plus 3 by 2 divided by denominator term as it is right 11 by 2 minus 1 by 2. Now take the LCM of the numerator. What is the LCM of the numerator? Here 2, here denominator no value, consider as 1. So LCM of 2 and 1 is 2. Write it here. So the numerator becomes 2 into 2, 4 plus 3 divided by, here denominator term come to the denominator. Here same denominators are there, is it? So as it is can write 2. The numerator directly can be subtracted. Is it 11 minus 1? 11 minus 1, which is equal to, here 4 plus 3, 7. 4 plus 3, 7. 7 by 2. 7 by 2 divided by, here 11 minus 1 is 10. 10 by 2, which is equal to, here 7 by 2. This denominator term, this division, take it as a multiplication. So reciprocally can be right. So into 2 by 10. 10 by 10 becomes 2 by 10. So this 2 can be cancelled. We get 7 by 10. Okay, 7 by 10. So slope of PQ is equal to 7 by 10. So similarly, we can find the slope of SR. SR means slope PQ and SR is the opposite sides. Okay, so next you have to find out the slope of SR. Okay, that is homework. You have to find out. Okay, you have to find out and write. Same value you will get 7 by 10. 7 by 10 you will get. Okay, so slope of PQ is 7 by 10. Slope of SR also 7 by 10 you will get. So you should find out. Okay, it is homework. Okay, slope of SR you should find out. Similarly, we can find out the slope of PS, that is P of 1 by 2 comma minus 3 by 2, S of minus 11 by 2 comma 2. Okay, so slope of PS equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Here minus into minus plus, so 2 plus 3 by 2 divided by minus 11 minus 1 by 2. Okay, which is equal to 4 plus 3 by 2 by minus 12 by 2, which is equal to 7 by 2 divided by minus 12 by 2, minus 12 by 2, which is equal to 7 by 2 into this denominator term, take it as numerator, so division change it into multiplication, so reciprocally can be right. Okay, so 2 can be cancelled, 7 by minus 12. So similarly, you can find out the slope of RQ, you will get the same minus 7 by 2 value. Okay, sorry, same minus 7 by 12. Okay, so after that last answer you can write slope of PS equal to slope of RQ. Therefore, PS parallel to RQ, opposite sides are parallel, hence midpoint of the quadrilateral forms a parallelogram. Okay, here slope of RQ you have to find out, you will get the answer. Understood, students? So complete it. Thank you, students.